So Donald Trump is in Canada for the G7 summit. He is going to be in Alberta, meeting with a whole bunch of the G7 world leaders. Now, later on in, like, it's only over a few days, but later on in the few days, they're going to have, like, non-G7 leaders that will be coming out, like Modi from India and Zelenskyy from Ukraine and so on and so forth, right? Because there's important things that Carney wishes to discuss with them along with the other leaders and everything. But I believe at the beginning of it all, it's just the main G7 leaders. And so Trump is now in Canada along with Australia, I believe, is being invited too later on in the week. But anyway, so the G7 leaders are here. And obviously tariffs are going to be a major topic. And I honestly don't know. I mean, so the UK sort of has a little bit of a deal going, but it's just sort of a promise of a deal. It's not an actual deal. I don't know if that's going to be further discussed or solidified. But the main thing here with Canada is that we need to walk away with a deal. But despite the fact that apparently there has been a deal that has been passed back and forth between the US and Canada, nobody is 100% certain whether we're going to end up with anything. I mean, obviously this is Trump. And I know Carney has gone to great lengths to ensure that there will not be the crash out that happened at the last G7 summit with Trudeau, because Trudeau said some stuff, put some tariffs on the United States after Trump had put tariffs on us. Trump crashed out, freaked out, refused to sign, the promise document. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a document that basically gives a summary of what everyone's planning, agreed to or whatever, and Trump refused to sign that at the end. So Carney made it this time that there are more one-on-one meetings, less group meetings, because the last time sort of everyone ganged up on Trump, and I don't think he liked that. There was that whole photo, and German Chancellor Merkel was lurking over top of Trump, and it was crazy. So he's decided to do, and also apparently the last time Carney saw Trump, when they met in the United States, he gave him a gift. This is coming from Cole, the Canadian news guy. Apparently he gave him golf stuff. And they're going to try and encourage Trump to golf as much as possible, and Carney's going to go golfing with him. Which is, honestly, that is smart. That is smart of Carney to do, because that is Trump's thing. He loves to golf. So if you go and golf with him and also let him win, that's really good. That's going to make him happy, especially if he can spend most of it golfing as opposed to be stuck in, tons of meetings. Because this makes Trump happy. So, clearly a great decision by Carney, if that is true. But I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, this is all going to be over the next few days, and Trump just arrived last night, so we won't hear much until, I guess, later on today about what's going on. But, fingers crossed that Canada, Mexico, a lot of us can kind of get things sorted out and get rid of these tariffs, because they're just doing harm to everybody at this point. I don't know why he is so obsessed with these tariffs and why he thinks they're good, because they're not. They're not going to help the United States by any means. So I really hope that they can work out. And I also hope that more can be sorted out in terms of Ukraine and Russia. But obviously now we've got Iran and Israel, and that might take more of a center stage to the Ukraine and Russia thing, because unfortunately those Israel and Iran are a much bigger threat than Russia and Ukraine. So I will definitely be watching the news today and hoping to hear more of what's going on there, but that's kind of the extent of what I've heard ramblings about anyway so far.